Hello, parents and guardians. We thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. This overview is designed to give you clear information about the promotion requirements for the class of 2026. Our goal is to ensure that as many of our students as possible are on track to meet these requirements and participate in our promotion ceremony at the end of the school year. First, I want to be clear. Students are not held back from high school. All 8th graders qualify to receive a promotion certificate as long as book fees are paid. However, in order to participate in the promotion ceremony, students must meet specific requirements tied to academics, attendance, and behavior. We have already shared this information with our students, and this presentation is meant to help families understand how we can work together to support them. To participate in the ceremony, students must meet expectations in 3 key areas. These areas include grades, attendance, and behavior. These 3 areas align with what we know contributes to student success in high school and beyond. Academics is the first requirement. Students must pass at least 5 classes each trimester with a D or better. Students must also earn, at minimum, a 2.0 GPA in at least 2 out of their 3 trimesters. Students may also have no more than 1 F on their report card. We monitor grades regularly and we provide intervention for students who are falling behind. Our goal is to ensure that students have multiple opportunities to improve their performance before the end of the school year. Our students have access to strong academic support systems here on campus. One support is from advisory teachers. Students have advisory on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, where they can receive extra support from their teachers. Student advisory teachers will check in with these students throughout the school year. And another direct support here on campus is our Panther Study Squad. Our Panther Study Squad is available to students before school, during lunch, and after school to help our students with their homework and assignments. We strongly encourage families to support their student in taking advantage of these opportunities that we have here on campus. Behavior is another key component of eligibility for promotion. We expect our students to contribute to a positive and safe learning environment. Teachers, administrators, and parents communicate regularly to address these issues early on. It's important to note, in order to be eligible for a promotion ceremony for behavior, students may not have any suspensions. Students must also not have 2 or more office referrals in a trimester. If students have 2 or more office referrals in a trimester or suspensions, they will be placed on the restriction list, which will put them at eligibility at risk. We work with students to guide them, but we also rely on families to reinforce those expectations. Attendance is also critical to student success. In order to remain eligible for 8th grade activities, students must have no more than 4 unexcused absences per trimester. Students must also have no more than 4 tardies to any class per trimester. And what we're doing now is offering Saturday schools and upcoming Saturday schools for students to make up these attendance concerns. It's important to know that consistent attendance is one of the strongest indicators of academic achievement. Parents, families, should you have any questions on Saturday school, please feel free to speak with your child and please feel free to reach out to our front office with any of these questions. When students do not meet requirements in any of these 3 areas, whether that be academics, behavior, or attendance, they may be placed on the restriction list. This does not mean that they cannot recover. In fact, the goal of the restriction list is to provide targeted support so that these students can exit the pathway once they meet the expectations. If students are placed on the restriction list, this includes a phone call home with a counselor administrator. This also includes more frequent counselor meetings, and this includes advisory teacher check-ins, which they will have every week. Sometimes students believe that if they've met these requirements in the first 2 trimesters, they can relax in the 3rd. The answer to that is simply no. Promotion eligibility is reviewed throughout the school year. Students can be placed on the restriction list at any point if their grade point average, attendance, or behavior falls below the requirements. Consistency matters. Here are a few key checkpoints throughout the school year to note. A few of them here are progress reports and report cards. Our next date for students to meet is the trimester 1 grades. Please note the checkpoints here. Please note the dates. Speak with your students in order to follow up on the completion of work and when to submit that work by. Parents and families, we encourage you to check Parent Square and Q regularly to stay updated, and please reach out if you have any questions or need any support. Our goal here at school is simple. We want to have as many students possible meeting these requirements to celebrate their success at the end of the school year and the promotion ceremony in June. Parents and families, thank you so much for your time and all that you do to support your student here.